Hello everyone and welcome back to Code Realize. We're going to play Saint Germain's Route, starting with all the common choices, and this will be the only thing in this episode because they're over an hour even with it, because there's like, what, 8 chapters to go through with common routes, and then there's a little bit of extra dialogue when you choose those choices. So we are going to start a new game. And I'll leave the timestamps down below if you just want to see the choices or if you want to see extra dialogue. But I'm going to go ahead and skip to the first choice. Alright, we're at the first choice. We're going to take his hand. I don't believe that you say refuse to anything, not even him. So let's see what refuse does.
おい、握手握手。
I'm sorry.
なんで謝るんだよ。
I can't go with you.
はあ？嘘だろ？この流れで断るのかよ。
I'm going to look for father alone.
おいおいおい、なんでそうなんだよ。だったら俺と一緒に探した方がいいだろう。考え直せって。
One of the books in the mansion said that thieves are not to be trusted. I already knew from the moment I saw you that I couldn't trust you.
なるほど。それは確かに正論だな。で、いや待て、そうじゃない。話始まらねえだろ。始まる前から終わっちまうだろ、それじゃ。
Goodbye, Lupin. That's funny. I turn to leave the stunned thief behind as I walk off. The fields go on for as far as I can see. The sun is shining brightly. This journey is mine and mine alone, and it has only just begun. The end. Finn. That's funny. It ends in the first chapter. Game over. Anyway. Alright, we're going to go back and do the actual thing. Yes, I went to Cardia. Alright, we're going to take his hand now. And skip to the next one. Alright, we're at the next choice where Victor is asking to examine us, and we're going to remain defensive because Saint Germain likes a girl who will say no to all the boys, apparently. I'm sorry.
そうだよね。出会っていきなりだし、うさんくさいことこの上ないよね。
Yes, you're very suspicious. I still don't know you well enough. I don't know what Lupin and the others will think.
それならとりあえずそのルパンっていう人に会って事情を説明させてほしいんだ。それで彼らが了承したらというのはダメかな。やっぱり。
I like how he answers his own question. Alright, if that's what happens, then I won't object. Come with me, Victor. I do have one question though. Why are you going through so much trouble to help me?
ああ、それは僕にも力を貸してほしいことがあるんだ。
Now I can complain about all his lies. Because he's lying. It's obviously because you have the Horologium, and he knows exactly what that is. I can.
うん。もうかなりの間逃亡生活を続けてる。このままじゃ見つかるのも時間の問題だ。
Let's see if we can skip it. We can't, so we're going to go on to the next one. I'm going to go ahead and play through some of the things that foreshadow Saint Germain, so, because I think it's necessary after, like, what, it's been a month or two? Probably 2. So she's going down the hall, and she thought she heard something, but when I turn the corner, the huge shape is nowhere to be seen. What was I just seeing? Was I just seeing things? I look around and notice an open door in the row along the wall. Perhaps he went in there. I believe she saw a big shadow figure. I don't remember if it showed the shadow figure or not, because I hit stop too soon. This is where she meets Saint Germain for the first time. I quietly approach then enter. It's a huge room. It's furnished like the room I'm staying in. Could someone be staying here as well? There are so many books. Bookcases lining the walls, packed with countless books. In a way, they remind me of Father's bookshelves, and I quickly feel a connection with this room. I look around, scanning the room, but there is no one here. More importantly, Cece isn't here either. Where could he have gone? I turn back to the door, thinking that I should continue looking elsewhere when...
こんばんは、美しいお嬢さん。こんな夜更けにどうされたのですか？
I suddenly hear a voice from behind me. And obviously I'm using the CG for the thumbnail because he's so beautiful here. I spin around in surprise and see someone who appeared out of nowhere by the window, a calm, androgynous-seeming figure. The moonlight gives his skin a blush glow and gleams off his eyes. With the city light sparkling outside behind him, he looks very beautiful. Who are you? And how did you...
おや、驚かせてしまいましたか。申し訳ありません。どうにも影の薄い太刀でして。あなたが新しい住人ですね。話はルパンから聞いています。私の名はサンジェルマン。フランスにて伯爵の位を授かる者。ですが、今ではこの屋敷の酔狂な主という立場です。ようこそ。歓迎しますよ、カルディアさん。
He smiles warmly, so this is the owner of the mansion.
気軽にサンと呼んでください。
Did you say you were from France? He seems to find this question funny.
そうですね。今回はそういうことになっています。
Currently from? What is that supposed to mean?
あえて嬉しく思いますよ、カルディアさん。運命の糸を手繰りながら、私はあなたをずっと待っていたのです。
The threads of fate. What? I'm sorry, I don't understand.
これは申し訳ない。ともかく、私はあなたを歓迎しますよ。これからの生活を共に楽しみましょう。
He smiles. Perhaps it's the moonlight or the lights from the city. I don't know why, but even though his smile seems welcoming and friendly, I feel a bottomless coldness. It's almost like looking at a smile on a painting and not a real person.
それにしても、カルディアさん、何か探しているようでしたが、どうされたのです？
I was looking for Cece.
シシ。ああ、あの可愛らしいワンちゃんですか。そういえば、あなたには懐いたとルパンが話していましたね。もしや彼の世話をあなたが？
I like to try to do what I can.
なるほど、そうでしたか。インピーがきっと悔しがるでしょうね。しかし彼のシシーの居場所は残念ながら私にも分かりかねます。
I see. Maybe that shadow I saw has something to do with it.
人影ですか？
I saw something in the hallway earlier. It looked like someone in armor.
鎧姿ですか？私の屋敷にはそのような住人はいませんね。それにそのような姿をしていたら、立てる物音も相当大きいとは思いますが、少なくとも私は気がつきませんでしたね。
I suppose I was simply seeing things.
いいえ、万が一があっては困りますし、今から少しの間見回りをしてきますよ。教えてくれて。
As Saint Germain turns to leave, I speak up. Thank you for allowing me to stay here. I hope we get along. Saint Germain turns back to me.
ええ、こちらこそ。きっとこれからたくさんのことを 共に経験していくことになるのでしょうから。
Oh yes, we will be experiencing many things.
明日からまた忙しくなります。せめて今夜はゆっくりと眠ってください。良い夢と穏やかな眠りをあなたのために祈りましょう。
Even after Saint Germain leaves, I stay in the room watching the city lights through the window. Maybe the air of mystery that he left behind is affecting me. When I return to the bedroom, Cece is on the bed breathing softly in his sleep. I don't think Saint Germain says anything. I was curious if he said something in the hallway about it, but I think that was in a different route. So on to the next choice. Alright, for the tour of the black market, we're going to go with Victor because Impy is just too weird and creepy. Victor, can I come with you?
それはいいけど、ルパンと一緒にいた方が安全かもしれないよ。
And we've already seen the response to that. So I wonder if keep hiding is in Lupin's route. So for just in case it is in Lupin's, we're going to go ahead and stick with the come out, which is what is for Saint Germain.
主よ、我らの食船とする賜物を祝福してください。これらの食事が罪深き我々の体の糧、心の糧となることをお許しください。
I think it's so cute that he prays before every meal like this. Gives him a little bit of character. Alright, for our choice in chapter 3, we're going to ask Saint Germain to teach us. I want Saint Germain to teach me.
おや、嬉しいですね。私で力になれるといいのですが。
ロンドンの地理を教えるんだっけか。サンはこの土地の裏も表も知り尽くしてる。案内を頼むなら確かに適任だな。
He looks disappointed.
俺を選んでくれなかったのは寂しいけど、ま、サンちゃんなら任せられるかな。
伯爵、随分と信頼されているな。
多少は彼らの仕事を手伝ったこともありますからね。その結果得た信頼なのだとしたら喜ばしいことですよ。
こう見えて身のこなしもいいしな。サンがそばにいるなら安心だ。何かあってもお前を守ってくれるさ。
I'm curious just to what extent he has seen him fight though. He says not bad in a fight. I think he's the best in a fight.
へえ、少し意外ですね。失礼ですが、伯爵はどちらかといえば争い事を嫌うタイプかと思っていました。
That is true though.
もちろん争い事は好きではありません。しかし必要な時に戦うことをためらうほど臆病なつもりもありませんよ。それでは今日一日よろしくお願いしますね、カルディアさん。
He talks so politely and properly. It's really adorable. I like how proper he talks. There's always got to be at least one guy who talks like that in every Atomi game. Thank you. After breakfast, Saint Germain and I walk through London streets. This area seems middle class as Lupin explained it. There are plenty of people in the streets, and those people are better dressed than those in the poor districts. No, I have to stay alert. I need to remember that there are people after me.
どうしたのですか？あちこち見回して。
Everywhere at once. I feel as if Twilight might be hiding somewhere.
黄昏は優秀な組織です。あなたがいくら注意したところで姿を確認することはできませんよ。
Are you sure we're safe walking around in public like this?
ご心配なさらず。ルパンも言っていたでしょ。ロンドンは人通りが非常に多い。かえってこういう場所の方が見つけづらいものです。
Are you sure? Well, if you say so, where are we going today, Count?
そうですね。一通り街を歩いて、どこか ロンドンならではの場所に行きましょうか。
It sounds like we're just going out to have fun.
これもれっきとした訓練です。ロンドンを中心に活動していくのなら、その地理を把握しておけば、いざ敵に襲われた時でも逃げるのは容易になるはずですから。
Yes, you're right.
では行く場所を決めましょうか。貧困街とセントラルロンドン、どちらに行きたいですか？
Good. I was going to say central London, but that is actually the choice to make. We're going to go ahead and say walk around here longer just to see what they say. I'd like to stay here for a while. I already saw the port area the other day, and I don't think I'll have much business going to central London. So I think it's important to learn the layout of the city around here better.
いい心がけですね。私もその考えに賛成です。では、ゆっくりと歩きながら説明させていただきますね。
I just have to realize when the talking picks back up from the other choice. Saint Germain sets off and I follow him. I look around the area once again. There are carriages and horses on the street as well as automobiles shooting out steam. The bright blue sky feels so refreshing, though a group of chimneys reaching up are billowing white smoke.
ロンドンの中心街であるセントラルロンドンを囲むように広がるアウターロンドン。そのアウターロンドンは大部分を占める一般市民の居住地と巨大な工場地域が主な特徴ですね。ここは都市を動かすための心臓部であり、ロンドンそのものということができるでしょうね。
I think Lupin said that they produce all the energy needed in the entire city.
その通りです。アイザックのネオスチームエンジンは蒸気エネルギーの保存を可能にしました。
This might be where the other choice picks up, so we're going to go back and choose the other one. We're going to go to Central London. I'd like to go to Central London. I've never been there.
承知しました。それではイギリスの中心部へと向かうことにいたしましょう。
He begins walking again and I follow. After we walk for a while... maybe not. I guess we didn't read all of it. Well, we'll see. We arrive at a wide, orderly open space. There are not many people on the street nearby, and carriages and automobiles pass by us every once in a while. The buildings nearby are all very large mansions. The people around us are wearing well-tailored clothing. I may be imagining it, but it feels like the air here is cleaner than in Midtown.
ここがセントラルロンドン。ロンドンの中心街であり、同時にイギリスの頭脳でもあります。政治、経済、外交のあらゆる機能がこの町に集約されていますからね。
I don't see many people here.
上流階級の人々はめったに歩きません。主に馬車やオートモービルを使います。街行く人々は皆屋敷の用事で外出する使用人たちですよ。
Servants, but they're so well dressed.
上流階級の人々は見栄を張る方が多い。使用人にいい服を着せることで自分の富を誇示しているんですよ。
I look at Saint Germain puzzled. Why don't you use a carriage even though you're a count? You don't have any servants either.
私は変わり者なんですよ。自分の足で歩くことが好きですし、自分のことは自分でやりたいと思うんです。
I see. Then I prefer the odd bells.
光栄ですよ。麗しきレディ。
That's cute. Saint Germain smiles kindly and we begin to walk again. So yeah, I guess we don't pick up that end of it. Oh well, it's fine. It's probably not important to the main story. Later on, We walk around London for a while as Saint Germain leads the way. I feel like I've become very familiar with the geography of the city, but according to Saint Germain, I have much more to learn.
ロンドンはとても広いんですよ。地理を覚えるという目的を抜いて考えても、見るべきものはたくさんあります。今からその一つに案内しましょう。
Saint Germain speaks peacefully and we continue walking. Wow. I can't help but gasp in surprise. I feel like Victor's was kind of a date training, at least his second part, because they didn't really do anything. And Saint Germain's feels like a date since they're just strolling around town learning the geography of it. There is a massive river with an immense bridge spanning it. No, it's more like a huge tower than a bridge. There are many horses and machines traveling on it, just like a normal street. I've never seen a bridge this big.
タワーブリッジと呼ばれています。アイザックがロンドンの再建を担当した際、商業の発展を目的にこのタワーブリッジの建設計画を立ち上げたという話です。
My father designed this bridge?
ええ、彼はあらゆる分野において抜きんでた才能を持っていました。それは建築学に関しても例外ではありません。実はこの橋、動くんですよ。
Is it one of the straw bridges? It moves? I don't believe it.
そのまさかです。テムズ川を渡る大型船の邪魔をしないよう、この橋には仕掛けがあるんです。ほら、行っているそばから。
I hear a steam whistle out on the river and look to see a ship approaching. It's going to crash if it doesn't stop.
いいえ、そうはなりません。いいですか？よく見ていてくださいね。
A siren begins to ring on the bridge. When it does, the people crossing it hurriedly get off of it. Right before our eyes, the bridge rises among the clouds of steam. Wow.
私もあなたの驚く顔が見られてよかったですよ。
A while later, we are back on the street making our way back to the mansion. On the way, I tell Saint Germain how interesting I found everything that day. The Count listens with a kind expression, only... Count Saint Germain, why do you sometimes look so lonely?
おや、そうでしたか？あなたと一緒にいて寂しいなどと思うはずはないのですが、お気遣い
so
どうも
sweet.
ありがとうございます。
She does have a high perceptive of him. He is lonely, even though he doesn't say he is. But it's so cute that he says that. The smiling face has no trace of the shadow that had crossed it. It's good at pretending to. A few days later, every day, I was taught by someone new to protect myself in different ways. So we're going to skip until she says that she wants to go train with him again. Alright, we're going to ask Saint Germain to teach us again. Saint Germain, would you teach me?
私を選んでくれるとは嬉しいですね。
It does?
ええ、とても嬉しいですよ。あなたとロンドンを歩くのは素敵な時間の過ごし方ですからね。
See, he's lonely. Poor guy. That's right, he's teaching me about London. The purpose of these lessons is to learn geography and develop a good sense of the area to make it easier to run if needed.
シェー、いいな。俺も君とロンドンの街を歩きたいよ。
お前とロンドンを歩いたところで何一つ得るものはなさそうだがな。
得るものならたくさんある。俺はロンドン土産で有名な観光地をリストアップしてるからな。
For their souvenirs.
得るものってつまりお土産？インピ、バンが言ってるのは多分そういう意味じゃないよ。
どんな泥棒も自分の仕事場は隅々まで知ろうとする。カルディア、ロンドンを知るのはお前のためになるぜ。
Yes, I feel that way too. I really appreciate what the Count is doing. And then when you get to train under Lupin, he gets to train you how to be a thief.
言葉一つで表すのはとても簡単ですが、ロンドンという土地は広大です。私が紹介しているのはロンドンのごく一部に過ぎませんが、それでも役に立っているなら嬉しいですね。今日は少しいつもの案内とは違う趣向で行きましょうか。カルディアさん。
Alright, I'm ready. After breakfast, Saint Germain and I walk the streets of London again, or that's what I expected. For some reason, he takes me back to the Tower Bridge where we have already been. Saint Germain, why did we come back here?
前回までに教えていなかったものを今回は見せようかと思いまして。
The Tower Bridge will turn out to be quite the used place in his route.
このタワーブリッジには今私たちの歩く道の他に上空に連絡通路があるのです。
An access way?
百聞は一見にしかずという言葉があります。言葉で説明するよりも直に見た方が早いと思いますよ。さあ、こちらです。
I follow his lead. Soon, there is a staircase in one section of the bridge and it seems we can climb up it. Wow, I didn't know there was a place like this.
変わった作りでしょう。君のお父上も実に面白い思考を持っているようです。
We climb for a short flight of stairs and suddenly there is light. What a view. I slowly open my eyes into the glare and see a side of London that I'm not used to spread out before us.
いい眺めでしょう。ロンドンでこのような景色を楽しめる場所は限られていますからね。なかなか貴重な場所ですよ。
I remember her going up here with someone else too. I think it's probably Lupin in his route. He takes her to, and he takes her here at night. Yes, it's beautiful.
夢、欲望、蒸気、機械、人。数多くのものがあふれかえる気候都市、ロンドン。はるか昔、映画を誇った都市、バビロンにも似たこの都市の歴史を今日はお話ししたいと思ったのです。
Will knowing the history of London help me with self-defense?
ええ、十分に。事象への理解を深めることは思想、行動、そのすべてにつながります。あなたがロンドンを深く知ることで、この都市におけるあなたの安全はより確かなものになっていくでしょう。
Alright, tell me about it, Count. Saint Germain nods, then begins to talk.
ロンドンの起源はとても古く、はるか昔、ローマ帝国による都市の建設がそれにあたると言われています。以来、ロンドンはイギリスの歴史の中心として発展を続けてきました。それは他のすべての都市と同様、人の文明の進歩に沿ったごく自然な発達と言えるでしょう。しかし、今から13年前、アイザック・ベックフォードという一人の男によって、ロンドンは歴史から、世界から逸脱していくのです。
So that makes me think that Cardia was created 13 or less years ago, so that makes her 13. Quite a disturbing way of thinking if you think about her being the main character of a romance game, but... Isaac Beckford, my father. I continue to listen as Saint Germain talks. Listening to him, I feel as if his words are spreading the history of London out before my very eyes. He continues to speak about how London developed.
アイザック・ベックフォード。彼が イギリスの統治者ビクトリア女王に見出された時こそ全てのきっかけだったのかもしれません。彼がこのロンドンを劇的に変えてしまいました。
Isaac was the one who conceptualized the plans to reconstruct London and to steal London, a city and massive fortress. At the time, London was in crisis. The previous king, Queen Victoria's father, had been expanding his colonies too rapidly and was being frowned upon by other nations. At the time, there was so much tension that practically anything could have sparked a war with the rest of Europe. What prevented war from breaking out?
その背後にはロンドン再建に際してのビクトリア女王、そしてアイザックの思惑があったと言われているのです。
Victoria wanted to make a declaration to the other nations of the world. Starting an armed conflict with Britain would not go well for them. She needed to flaunt Britain's strength.
故に彼の発明したネオスチームエンジンを基盤に設計された気候都市ロンドンはイギリス軍事力の象徴となる必要があった。あの街を覆う巨大な外壁、そして壁の上部に設置された無数の砲塔群が要塞としての最大の象徴でしょうね。
Victoria invited representatives of every country to London and held a World's Fair once reconstruction was complete. Many experts say her intention in displaying her military might was to try to stop the possibility of a world war.
注目すべきなのは、このロンドン再建事業の最中、なぜかアイザックは失踪しているという点です。
And then she turns around and wants to start it when Victor makes the poison gas. My father disappeared. The city before my eyes was created by my family whom I have yet to meet. This is very strange to me.
ルパンがロンドンでアイザックを探そうとする気持ちもわかります。ここには彼の足跡が多く残されている。いえ、残されすぎていると言ってもいいでしょう。
A while later, we leave the accessway behind us and walk together. As we go, Saint Germain continues to tell me London's history in detail.
おそらくこのロンドンには何か大きな秘密が眠っているのでしょう。そう、神の教えにさえ背くような何かが。
Saint Germain falls silent as if absorbed in contemplation. His usual kind smile disappears, and I sense that he has sunk into the depths of thought. Count, what's the matter?
ああ、すみません。一体どんな秘密があるのだろうとついつい考え込んでしまって。
I look at Saint Germain's smile, think for a moment, and then speak up. So we're gonna go with the answer is mysterious. We're gonna go with suspicious. Saint Germain, you're very suspicious. You're very suspicious.
ああ、怪しい人ですか？それはまたどうして？
He doesn't know what to say to that. I can never tell what you're thinking, and I can't let my guard down around you.
なんだか言葉尻が鋭いですね。
A thorny tone. Why do you allow me to stay in your mansion even though we're practically strangers?
簡単なことです。私が助けたいと思ったからですよ。あなたのような優しい目をした人を放っておくことなどできませんからね。
Unattended is quite the term to use with her.
おや、信じてませんね。
Oh yeah? But you're helping me tremendously, so I wanted to thank you.
どういたしまして。けれど、なぜ少しずつ後退していくのですか？
Why are you backing away? Don't mind me. I'm not trying to make sure you don't make any sudden moves or anything.
あなたは嘘がつけませんね。
That's funny. For a while after that, we walk around the city and talk about many different things. Okay, so this is probably when it ends, so we're gonna go back. and say you're mysterious instead of suspicious. You're very mysterious. Oh, and the music doesn't change either. I didn't think it would. It went from like a lighthearted, joking, teasing kind of music. You're very mysterious.
不思議な人、どうしてですか？
I never know what you're thinking, but you make me feel safe.
それはそれは。そのように言ってくれるとは嬉しいですね。
I want to say something to that, but we're not going to because we can't give it away that early. There's something I've been wanting to thank you for.
お礼ですか？何のことでしょうか？
Thank you for letting me live in your mansion even though you barely know me.
ああ、そのことですか。それはもう泥棒を住まわせている時点で
Who amuses
誰が
me.
来ても面白い人物なら歓迎ということは分かっていただけるとは思いますが。
Lupin is very amusing to you. Do I amuse you?
ええ、興味深いことは確かですよ。それに
And Saint Germain looks into my eyes. His face is so handsome and perfect.
あなたが助けるに値する優しい人であることは目を見ればわかりますから。
Oh, really? Thank you, Count. I feel a little awkward and avert my eyes as I reply. I know he got really close to you, huh? For a while after that, we walk around the city and talk about many different things. When the sun is high in the sky,
さあ、そろそろ向かいましょう。カルディアさん、
where are we going now?
そろそろ昼食の時間ですから。あなたと二人きりで食べる昼食を実はとても楽しみにしていたんです。
He's totally turning this into a date. You have? Why?
麗しきご婦人との昼食を楽しみにしない紳士はいませんよ。レディー？
See, he's turning it into a date. Beautiful lady. Thank you, Count. Even if you're just being nice, it's kind of you to say.
おや、お世辞ではありませんよ。どうか私にエスコートさせてください。
Saint Germain holds out his arm and I take it. The afternoon carries a gentle breeze with it and low clouds pass shadows above. I walk alongside the Count into the city.
主よ、我らの食船とする賜物を祝福してください。これらの食事が罪深き我々の体の糧、心の糧となることをお許しください。
Sorry, I was going to skip it, but I thought it would be rude to interrupt him, so we're going to skip to the next choice now. Now we finally get to choose the can't decide option. So is this a good idea? Let's see, this is the train robbery, which means they're putting a vote to going to capture the Twilight's leader, and we can't decide. I'm sorry, I really can't decide.
謝ることはありませんよ。無理に決断することだけが最善の手とは限らないものです。
そうか。確かに話が請求すぎたかもしれねえ。けどこれは
Skipping it?
間違いなくチャンスなんだ。最悪賛成してくれる連中だけでやろうと俺は思ってる。
No, you can't. This involves me, so I can't not be part of it. And then we're going to skip into the next choice. We're going to check on Saint Germain. I'll go help Saint Germain. Then again, I don't know if he has any preparations to help with. What exactly is his role in this plan anyway? I tried to imagine one, but come up short. Maybe he's like me, he hasn't been given a role. He'd be looking around for something to do as well then. I walk around the mansion for a while. I find the Count elegantly sipping tea in his room.
ああ、カルディアさん、ご機嫌麗しくもないようですね。
Is it noticeable? I'm having trouble.
どうも緊張されているようです。これから大仕事ですからね。
can't help but smile. Sometimes it seems like Saint Germain knows my thoughts better than I do. Yes, I think that's it.
おや、素直ですね。
It seems pointless to try and hide my true feelings from you.
それは買いかぶりというものですよ。ですが、弱さを見せてくれるのは信頼されている証。嬉しく思います。お茶をどうですか？気持ちが落ち着きますよ。
Maybe just a little. Saint Germain gets up and brings over this tea set. He pours a cup and gently offers it to me. The aroma and rising steam do seem to help me unwind.
どうぞ。
I follow his invitation and take a sip. It does calm me down, thank you.
どういたしまして。
I heard you were taking part in the plan too, aren't you nervous?
緊張ですか。そうですね。失敗しても深刻な事態にはならないと思いますし、それほど緊張していませんね。
This must all seem very trivial to him. We won't get into serious trouble even though they might try to kill us.
皆さんへの信頼がそうさせるのでしょう。ルパンは勝算のない賭けはしませんし、バンは戦争の英雄。戦う力は本物です。
Lupin doesn't fail except for when he does fail, because he has failed before.
そしてフランのずば抜けた知能と慎重さ、インピーの卓越した技術力がある。これだけの者たちが揃っているのです。むしろ失敗の確率の方が低いでしょう。それにいざとなれば私もいますしね。
That's funny. He considers himself the trump card, I guess. If first comes to worst, there's always me. That's funny. This just shows you how confident he is in his abilities. You're so confident. Compared to him, I'm...
あなたはどうですか、カルディアさん。
He asked me kindly, and I responded honestly. I'm still worried.
大丈夫。あなたを訓練した皆さんを信じてください。自分が信じられなくても皆さんのことなら信じられるのではありませんか。
Yes, I can.
その意気ですよ、カルディアさん。
Thank you, Saint Germain. I do feel better now.
いえいえ、私は思ったことをそのまま口にしただけです。
You're mysterious, but being near you puts me at ease.
褒められているとそう解釈しておきますよ。
Of course it was. Count, how can I stay calm like you?
それはですね、きっと経験の結果ですよ。
Lots and lots of experience. Experience?
ええ、年を取れば誰でも大抵のことには驚かなくなりますし、肝も据わってくるものです。
You don't look that old, Count.
おや、若く見えますか？そう言ってもらえるのは幸いですよ。
But we won't talk about that just yet. Saint Germain laughs to himself and takes another sip of his tea. Saint Germain and I talk for a while. By the time the sun has completely set, I feel that my anxiety has gone away. We're going to leave the station and go to the next choice. We're going to speak with Saint Germain. I glance over at Saint Germain, wondering what he is up to right now. He's simply staring at the moon. What could he be thinking about? Something about him seems sad right now. Saint Germain, what's the matter? I can't help but call out to him, and he smiles as if he just woke up from a dream.
どうしたのとは？
He looked so sad just now.
ああ、それは。
Saint Germain falls silent, thinking over his response. Then he answers me. That's his first time to really not have, like, a prepared response for her.
祈っていたからでしょうね。
Does praying make you sad?
カルディアさん、神に祈りを捧げたことは？
I suppose not. I shake my head and the count smiles at me gently.
祈りとは自らの力ではどうにもならないことを神に願う行為です。それは神への愛、畏敬、そしてこのどうにもならない世界への憤りから構成される感情です。神様どうかという言葉は神様どうしてという言葉に置き換えられます。あなたを信じ敬います。その祈りの言葉の中には、だからどうか助けてください、そんな悲痛な気持ちが隠されているのです。ですから祈りという行為は美しく、同時に悲しいのだと私は思いますよ。
This might be hard for some people to understand if they don't believe like this, but me being one of those people that do believe like this, I totally get it. It's so complicated.
普段からこういったことに馴染んでいないと理解しづらいでしょうね。
Yeah, see, exactly. That's just what I was trying to say. What are you praying for, Count? What do you need help with?
私の祈りはいつも決まっています。この世界がもう少し生けるすべての者たちにとって優しいものでありますようにと。一人でも多く悲しみに暮れる者たちを救ってほしいと、ただそれだけを祈っています。
You want to save the world. That's such an immense concept. I can't really imagine what it would take.
それが普通です。それに祈っている私自身、世界がすべて救われる様など、みじんも想像できていないのですから。
As Saint Germain speaks quietly, I still feel that there is something melancholy about him. In this moment, I feel like I finally touched the man's heart that he usually keeps so hidden. So now they're asking, is it a good idea to take on this vampire thief or not? They don't know it's a vampire yet. But we're going to say, isn't there another way? And then when up against the vampire thief, we're going to persuade him. And about Van Helsing's past, we're not going to ask him. Speaking of Finnis, we didn't see Finnis in Victor's route. I thought he might have been in there because of the Zectarium that was involved, but he will definitely be in Saint Germain's route because you start to learn who Finnis actually is. Actually, I think you find out exactly who he is. You find out who Cardi is, and you find out who Finnis is in this route. So it's the main story finally coming together just a little bit more, all in time for Lupin's grand finale route. Anyway, we're going to skip to the next route. I had to stop it for a second. So this is when Cardia and Saint Germain, I think, are on an errand and they're being followed. So we're going to keep walking down the main street. So now we finally get to choose this. So Victor wants to go and cause a distraction since they are after him. They're getting ready to blackmail the queen, and Victor's going to cause a distraction, and we're going to not say anything. In the heat of the moment, I couldn't respond. I don't want to let Victor go, but I can't think of any viable alternatives.
これは難しい問題ですね。
だが悠長に考えている暇はないぞ。現に包囲されている状態なのだからな。フラン、お前の考えは却下だ。
Rejected.
どうして？
今この場を包囲しているのは確かに英国軍だが、捕らえられた後に黄昏がしゃしゃり出てくる可能性もある。
We're gonna keep talking. Okay, it's skippable, so we're gonna skip to the next one. Alright, we're out here bringing Impy his sandwich while he's working on the, what is it, the hot air balloon? I say hot air balloon. What is it called? Flying airship, whatever. Anyways, we're gonna say we're having a lot of fun. Okay, so we just got attacked. It's funny that neither Victor nor Saint Germain's assist with the repairs, even though they're both down there. So we're gonna go ahead and read this first because I didn't read it in the last one because I thought maybe it was Saint Germain's and it's not. It doesn't belong to anyone. I don't even know why it's here. So assist with the repairs. I'm going to help fix the engine.
ありがとう。助かるよ。
女性を迎え入れるには少々狭すぎる場所ですけどね。
エンジン被害が思ったより甚大だな。こうなったらカルディアちゃん、船の操縦は任せた。
Right, you can trust me. Wait, what? No, I'm here to help you with the repairs.
気持ちはありがたいんだけど、エンジン修理ってなると君にはまだちょっと荷が重い。でも操縦なら何度も説明したし、きっと大丈夫。君はやればできる子だよ。フラン、サンちゃん、プラン B だ。二人とも急いで甲板後方に向かって。そこに秘密兵器がある。エンジンは俺が責任を持って持たせてみせる。代わりにそいつで反撃してほしいんだ。
え？プラン B って何？それに秘密兵器って聞いてないよ。
What secret weapon?
まあまあ、ここはインピーの言うことを聞いておきましょう。
そうしてくれると助かる。カルディアちゃん、船の操縦も任せるよ。それじゃあね。
Wait, Impy! Impy lets go of the steering wheel and dashes from the bridge. Oh no. The ship violently lurches to the side. Ugh. I rush to grab hold of the wheel. I need to remember how to operate this thing. It's fine, I can do this. This is my first time actually flying it. The ship tilts crazily when I so much as touch the wheel. How the ship moves is completely different from how I imagined it would. Steering it would take a delicate and careful touch.
こちら機関室。大丈夫。落ち着いて。慌てずに一つずつ手順を確認するんだ。修理が終わったら俺もすぐに戻るよ。
Got it.
カルディアか？事情は聞こえてた。回避指示はこっちで出す。急な出来事だが乗り切るぞ。
Alright. For a while after that, I struggled to pilot the airship.
これはこうでいいのかな？
They talk about the secret weapon.
問題ないでしょう。さて、反撃開始といきますか。
Where they shoot Van Helsing into the sky.
今回は非常事態だから従ってやるが、インピーめ、戻ったら岩塩弾を打ち込んでやる。
She's like, what is going on? I can hear voices from the three of them on the rear deck. It seems like they're planning to do something to fight back, but what? There's a loud roar. Then strangely after that, it seems like the attacks from Nemo have ceased. Maybe Impy's secret weapon actually did its job?
こちら監視隊。目標の沈黙を確認した。これでレースは俺たちの勝ち決定だ。
What happened?
秘密兵器大活躍ってことさ。操縦変わってくれてありがとう。
They're not even
ここ
telling
からは
her.
俺が担当するよ。
They're just leaving her in secret. She doesn't know anything. I heave a sigh of relief when Impy appears at the door to the bridge. He must have repaired the engine. Were you able to fix it? I ask Impy as he takes the wheel.
まあ修理修理ね。うん。一通りの対処法は試してみたんだ。で、一つの結論を得たわけ。
Just the way he's talking, he's like, no, we're going to crash. Which is...
そのつまりね、一言で言うとね、 この船墜落しちゃう。
Exactly. What? No, we're going to crash. As if proving Impy right, we hear a roar and the ship begins to shudder.
おっと姫と下僕号ここへ来てダメージが隠しきれない様子
Alright, so we're going to go back and do the counterattack to make sure we get not Van Helsing. Make sure we get Saint Germain's route. How far is it? Oh my goodness. Okay. Going to counterattack. And it's funny because Cartier couldn't press the button, but Saint Germain's like, I'll press the button, and presses it every single time. Because he was just having so much fun shooting Saint Germain across the sky. So I stopped the skip ahead here because I thought this was kind of important to know before Saint Germain's route as well. I said I was going to go back and do it during Victor's route. But it's the day before they go to Isaac's hideout and she's feeling a little bit unsettled. So she's going to go downstairs and she goes to the courtyard. This feeling has been keeping me from sleeping, and that night I aimlessly head to the garden instead of going to bed. The sky above is bright with stars and a soft night breeze brushes my cheek. The night is so peaceful, and yet my heart is so restless.
随分と暗い表情ですね。
I look up to find Saint Germain standing nearby with his usual graceful, soft smile. Did I look that sad?
ええ、かなり。まるで終わる世界を嘆く悲劇の主人公のようでしたよ。
I mean, she kind of is the protagonist of a tragedy. She only gets good endings in her happy end. Was it that bad?
少なくとも私にはそのように見えましたね。何か悩み事でも？この年寄りでよければいくらでもお話を伺いますよ。
This old man. Saint Germain's voice is kind and he takes the seat next to me. Nothing's bothering me. I was just thinking tomorrow's the day. Tomorrow we'll know everything. And for some reason that's making my heart ache. This inexplicable pressure in my chest is making me anxious. I hug my arms tight around myself without realizing what I'm doing.
明日。そうですね。向かう先はかのアイザック・ベックフォードの秘匿されていた研究所。何が待ち受けているのか全く予想がつきませんね。
Yes. The place where Father was. What meaning does a place like that hold for me? I feel happiness and anticipation, but mixed with these emotions is a tiny bit of fear. The fear of knowing. The fear of discovering something.
不安に思う気持ちもわかります。ですが、カルディアさん、こうも考えられませんか？何かわかるかもしれないし、何もわからないかもしれない。すべてがわかるかもしれないし、すべてがわからないかもしれない。そもそもそこにあるものは有益な情報と呼べるのか。案外ガラクタだらけの場所かもしれませんよ。
What are you saying?
悩んだところで仕方がない。そういうことです。身に宿った毒を消す手段も、失われた過去を知ることも、結果どうなるかは誰にもわかりません。けれど、怯える必要はない。そこへ出向くのはあなただけではないのだから。
I'm not alone.
ええ、その通りです。頼りになる仲間が、信頼できる仲間が、あなたにはたくさんいるはずですよ。
Strangely, Saint Germain's words give my heart some energy. friends. Are you going to come too?
あなたがそれを望むのであれば、私はあなたやルパン、バン、それにフランやインピー、皆をきっと好いていますから。あなたたちのたどり着く答えをこの目で見てみたい。
You think you like us. I mean, you're talking about your own feelings, but you think...
ああ、なるほど。確かに、それは不適切な表現かもしれません。どうにも私は自分の感情が自分でもよくわからないのです。親愛、承継、何と言えば伝わるのでしょう。おかしな話ですね。自分のことだというのに、自分で自分がわからないとは。
He continues to have trouble with this throughout his route. For a moment, Saint Germain looks sad as he says this. I shake my head gently. No, it's fine. I understand how you feel a little bit. Sometimes I can't tell how I'm feeling either.
そう言ってもらえると救われますよ。カルディアさん。
The calm sky is vast and silent. The sounds of the night are cold and lonely. They make me look down again.
やはり、そう簡単には割り切れませんか？
Yeah. My body harbors a poison that makes everything I touch rot. 2 years ago when I first woke up.
ママの代わりにお前が死ねばよかったのに。
Monster.
ん？どうされました？怪物とは何のことです？
Back before I met all of you, when I was alone in the mansion, that's what I was called. That's why I can't rid myself of this dread. Everything about me will be revealed. Could that mean that I'll be proven to be some kind of bizarre monster? When I think of this, it makes me afraid of tomorrow. I'm afraid to find out too much.
なるほど。怪物ですか。
Saint Germain subtly narrows his eyes and stares at me.
もしよければ話していただけませんか？あなたがなぜ怪物と呼ばれたのか。
Why?
見極めなければいけない時が来ていると思っているからですよ。
Ascertain the truth. Ascertain? Find out who you are. Find out who finishes.
ええ。明日はきっと何もかもが一変する。そして私たちは真実への道を歩むことでしょう。けれどそれは私たち全員の関係をも変えてしまう。
Yep.
そうなる前に、カルディアさん、私はもっとあなたを知りたいのです。
Saint Germain says this so sincerely. It's as if he knows what's going to happen tomorrow.
あなたの口で、あなたの声で、あなたの言葉で、私にあなたという存在を教えてほしいのです。
My voice is faint, as if every word is barely being squeezed out. He wants to know you in your own words. This is the story of a girl. How the girl who rots and melts everything she touched. Become known as a monster. It takes place 2 years ago. The mansion in Wales, that's where I wake up. I have no memory from before this. You know what? I think I might skip this because we already know the story. I'm more interested to hear how Saint Germain reacts to it than to reread this because it's actually kind of long. That's it. I finished my story and glanced over at Saint Germain. He seems to have been listening intently without looking away even once. It's always hard to tell what Saint Germain is thinking, and now is no exception. I know because his eyes are always closed, he doesn't even look at you. I wonder what thoughts are going on behind that sculpture-like face at this moment.
過去にするには苦しすぎる出来事でしたね。
I'm not the one who suffers. I'm the one who makes others suffer. I wonder if I really am a monster and whether I deserve to live.
カルディアさん、そこまでにしましょう。
But I'm the one who killed Elaine because I'm a monster. Eddie was right. If only I died instead.
カルディアさん。
Saint Germain's gentle yet firm voice halts my outpouring of words.
エレインさんもエティさんも苦しかったでしょう。それを否定するつもりはありませんが、それはあなたも同じことでしょう。過去の過ちを罪として抱え、今ここで苦しんでいる。
I'm not suffering. I'm the only one who didn't lose anything. I'm being selfish and trying to become happy.
幸せになるですか。
He thinks for a moment, then smiles his usual smile.
それはこの世界で最も辛く厳しい罰ですよ。
What? Why would being happy be a punishment?
客観的に見れば幸せとは罪ではないのかもしれない。けれど人は所詮人でしかない。
I'm curious to know if he remembers these things that he's telling her in his route. I guess we'll find out.
自らの後悔は消えることなく、ずっとずっと心の奥底に眠り続ける。どうしようもなかった。その時できる最良のことをした。そういくら自分に言い聞かせても、その時の生々しい記憶が永遠について回るのです。自身の生が続く限りね。
It's really sad to hear him say that.
私はこう思います。地獄とは我々の心の中にあるのだと。何者も入り込めない当人だけの地獄。あなたがいつかその地獄から逃げ出せるよう、私は心から祈りましょう。
We're gonna say thank you. Thank you. Even then, the feeling that I deserve to suffer doesn't go away. But a little bit, just a little, I feel like I've been saved just knowing that there's someone who understands. Thank you, Saint Germain.
私こそありがとうございます。包み隠さずすべてを話してくれたことがとても嬉しいですよ。
The next day, and now we're going to fast forward to all of Saint Germain's lines. Saint Germain, may I come along with you?
おや、私でいいのですか？あなたに選んでいただけるのなら、これほど光栄なことはありませんね。
I love the way he talks. He's such a gentleman. There's no greater honor. I'm happy you feel that way.
何なのこの空気。急に二人の心の距離が近づいてるような気がするのはなぜ？
You didn't notice this in any other route.
本当だよな。お前とあいつの心の距離は広がる一方なのにな。
I know, right? Yeah, they're not really close at all in like any of the other guys' routes.
ちょい待てルパン、そういう心が痛くなるような冗談マジでやめてくれる？
どこでも賑やかですね、このメンバーは。さあ、共に参りましょうか、カルディアさん。
I'm curious how this ends up because he's the one that stabs Venice, obviously, and that usually happens during like a monologue between them and whoever the other person is. So I forgot what happens in his. We leave the others behind and enter one of the rooms along the main hallway. The room is filled with books, documents, and piles of papers all stacked up and crammed anywhere they can fit. There's so much here. Did my father leave all this behind?
おやおや、これは。手がかりが全くないのも困りますが、ありすぎるのも考えものですね。
This is going to be tough.
仕方ありませんね。何か役に立つ情報がないか、手当たり次第に探しましょうか。
Right. Sometime later, I've read through several reports. Saint Germain, on the other hand, has been painstakingly going through each document slowly but surely. Thank you, Count.
どうしました？お礼を言われるようなことをした覚えがありませんが。
I feel a little better after you listened to me yesterday.
ああ、昨日の。気になさらないでください。あれは私が勝手に聞いたことですから。
Now I'm more glad that I went back to read that. So that way I wouldn't be like, what did they talk about? Now I have to go read it. Thank you anyway.
わかりました。その言葉、ありがたく受け取っておきましょう。
With so many papers, there's no telling how much time it will take to go through everything in this room alone. I'll have to rely on a little bit of intuition. I reach into a pile of documents to randomly pick something. I slip on a sheet of paper and fall. Oh my. Ah!
大丈夫ですか？
Just before I hit the ground, the Count catches me. I'm sorry.
いえいえ、大したことはありませんよ。それに、どうやら私の探し物は見つかったようですから。
Oh, really? Like no one else ever found what they were looking for. Saint Germain plucks one document from the fallen pile and smiles faintly while he glances at it.
なるほど。そういうことですか。
What is it? Tell us. Did you find something?
いいえ、ちょっとした事実確認です。大したことは書いてありませんでした。
I don't think he would have responded that way if it didn't have any significance. He pushes the paper back into the mound of documents before us, and then he's going to keep it secret on top of that. That's suspicious. Oh, I wanted to see too. I know. What is he hiding? It will be too much trouble to search that whole pile for the paper he was reading.
おや、そうでしたか？すみません、気が回らずに。
I think you're lying. I think he's just playing dumb. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to read that? Oh, Saint Germain, why do you do that? You're being quite suspicious now. No, it's fine. Let's look for a while longer, and if we don't find anything, we can go back to the meeting place.
そうですね。
Saint Germain, you look sad.
大したことではありませんよ。誰にでも別れは来るのだと、その無情を少し憂いていたんです。
What does that mean? I mean, I think I know what it means, but it's like I'm trying to figure out why he would say that to her. Maybe he's just thinking about what is to come. Saint Germain turns back to the mountain of papers. I feel he's acting a bit strange, but I begin looking through more documents. I know, right? He's being super suspicious. Is this okay, skippable? We're gonna go to Finis. Okay, Finis has just told her that she's a homunculus. I don't know if he touched her with the pendant or not. Actually, I don't think he touches her with a pendant at all, except for in the train. But he's basically working his way into her mind right now, like basically just like ruining her thoughts with the thought of what she is. So he reaches out his hand to her and he pulls me towards him, and he pulls me towards him, and he's stronger than I'd imagined he could be. I'm unable to resist, and Finnis laughs gleefully at me. Oh no. Gently he places his hand against my cheek. Instantly the sound and smell of burning flesh fill the room. What are you?
本当にすごい毒だね。ほらね、見てよ姉さん、僕の手。ぐちゃぐちゃだ。常人なら激痛で泣き叫ぶよ。
I know you're immortal, but you don't feel pain either. He continues to stroke his hideous burnt hand against my face. The melting skin and tissue feels sticky. Ugh.
ねえ、姉さんはこれでも自分のことを人間と思うの？
It's as if Finnis doesn't feel pain at all. He looks at me with a gentle smile. I'm so afraid and confused that I can barely breathe.
姉さんは人じゃない。怪物なんだ。父様が生み出した怪物。さあ、行こう、姉さん。父様のために。
No, let go. So Saint Germain is going to save her just by straight up stabbing him, like it is in the original route. Without warning, a blade pierces Finnis's chest.
油断大敵ですよ。
Cardi witnesses this in every other route, but I can't imagine the sweet Saint Germain and how he's been acting all nice and respectful and everything like that, and just to watch him just straight up cold blood stab someone and her brother of all people.
何者だ、お前。
ああ、これは失礼。自己紹介が遅れました。私の名はサンジェルマン。と、あなたにはこちらではない名の方が理解していただけるかもしれませんね。
Your other name.
運命の代行者、歴史の導き手、さまざまな呼び名がありますが、ああ、それよりもイデアの使徒、そういえばご理解いただけますか？
イデア。イデアだと父様が唯一警戒していた
Saint Germain? So you do feel pain. Just not in your hands, apparently.
カルディアさん、すぐに終わりますから、そこでおとなしくしていてくださいね。
Just that look on his face, I would be terrified of him. Saint Germain's smile is chilling. That's the only way I can describe him right now.
姉さんの行方を黄昏がつかめない理由が今ようやく分かったよ。イデアがお前たちか。
Without letting Finnis finish, Saint Germain pulls his blade from Finnis's body in one swift motion. With a look of pure surprise, Venice collapses on the spot like a marionette whose strings have been cut. Slowly, so slowly, a pool of red spreads beneath Venice's body. It's terrifying. I want to run from this place immediately. Saint Germain wipes the blood off his weapon and slides the blade back up his sleeve where it had been hidden. As he wipes the blood from his face, he gently touches Venice's wrist to check for a pulse.
これで一段落でしょう。フィーニスを失った今、黄昏も一度引かざるを得ません。私たちもまず身の安全を確保し、この地下から脱出するとしましょう。それと。
Venice died right before my eyes, his shocked expression as the blood spurted from his chest. Oh no, she's in shock. This brutal scene has been burned into my mind.
カルディアさん、聞こえていますか？
Saint Germain shakes me by the shoulder and I come to.
大丈夫ですか？すぐに動けますか？
Saint Germain put Venice to death without a moment's hesitation, and yet he's acting normally as if nothing has changed, and this scares me. I'm fine. Oh.
そうですか。それならいいのですが。
Venice lies there unmoving. I look at him again, soaking in a pool of his own blood. So this is how it ends. Was this really the right way?
いいえ、まだです。フィーニスは、彼は、これから真の意味で破滅をたどることでしょう。
That he's known from the beginning that he's immortal. But he never says anything in any of the other routes. I wonder why that is. Oh, I bet you that piece of paper that he found confirmed that Venice is immortal. Maybe he really didn't know until he found that. As always, his voice has a softness to it.
さあ、私たちもここを離れましょう。フィーニスの死が知れ渡るまでは、黄昏も変わらず私たちに迫ってくるでしょうから。別の出口を見つけ出し、ルパンたちに知らせなければ。
Saint Germain looks at me with a gentle expression. If we had been back at the mansion and he was drinking tea as always, it would have been warm and welcoming. But here, now, he is standing over Venice's body and surrounded by the corpse of those who couldn't quite become what I am.
どうしました？カルディアさん。さあ、こちらへ。
He's acting so normal in such an abnormal situation, it scares me. Oh, she's so afraid of him now. It's heartbreaking.
私が怖いですか？カルディアさん。
Well, I guess it's not just her. It's the combination of learning everything too. And then on top of that, you murdering him. He sounds defeated, as if his emotions have faded. The weakness in his voice makes me turn. Why did they add the word of? But when I look at him, all I see is the unchanging, ever-present smile that the Count Saint Germain always wears. I don't know why they added the word of, but whatever.
非日常的な物事が連続してしまい、戸惑うのは仕方のないことです。私があなたの立場ならば、やはり私自身に恐怖を覚えるでしょうね。
Well, at least he understands that much.
ですが、信じてください。今この瞬間、この場所にいる私は、あなたを守りたい。ただそれだけの感情で動いているのです。
His smile widens slightly as he slowly takes my hand.
行きましょう。もうここにとどまる必要もない。
Well, at least he says he still wants to protect her, even though he just scared the crap out of her. Yes. I look up and see countless versions of me that never were. They have no expressions on their faces and simply stare out blankly. For some reason, they look sad to me. What am I? Like, we've already seen this. This is in every route, but we can't skip it. What if Finnis said is true, and I was created by Father? Then why? For what purpose was I made? Finnis? I wonder if he was like me, or was he something else entirely? The only person who knows that is dead. Yeah, but he'll come back to life. I walk over to him and gently close his eyelids. The least I could do for him is a send-off. Then, what happened? Learning the truth behind my existence. Finnis's sudden death. Too much has happened all at once, and by the time we leave, my memories are a blur. Later, Lupin and the others tell me. Right after Finnis's death, the Twilight forces had to make a strategic retreat as if they were aware of what had happened. By the looks of their fluid movement, they said it almost seemed as if retreating was part of their plan. Thanks to this, we were able to leave the underground laboratory without any further interference. After that, we returned to the mansion. As for me, I haven't been feeling well since the confrontation with Finnis and have stayed cooped up in my room. Lupin and the others have returned to the laboratory to investigate further, but they couldn't find anything more. They said that the documents with any key information had been removed by some unknown person. The reason why Finnis was after me, Father's whereabouts, and his intentions, the terrorist attack Lupin worries about, how to cure my poison, the horologium, the reason I was created. We can't find the truth behind any of this. Well, Victor knows about the horologium. You should ask him. We all feel the same sense of uncertainty as if we've been climbing a ladder and we're suddenly thrown off of it. And tonight, I make a decision. I'm going to run away again. This is everything. Midnight. I am organizing my belongings. I stuff my original clothing as well as other memorable items into a suitcase. I'm going to leave this place by myself without telling any of the others. I'm an artificially created monster. Deep down, I had always believed that one day the poison would be removed and that I would be a normal person. But I know that I'm not even human. It's not that I'm listening to Finnis, but because I'm a monster, I can't allow myself to rely on Lupin and the others here anymore. If I myself am terrified of what I am, what must the others be thinking? Cece whines as if telling me to stay, and my hands stop in their work. I'm sorry, Cece, but I have to go. I can't trouble everyone any longer. I pick up the suitcase and go out into the hallway. In truth, it's not really about troubling them or anything like that. I can't meet their eyes. I turned out to be a real monster. Just a doll created by a man to imitate the appearance of a human. The others here might look at me the same way that the villagers had in the past. And because they got involved with me, they might end up like Elaine. I step outside the mansion. I need to get away before they discover I've left. But my determination wavers, and I can't help but look back, both back at the mansion and back in my memory.
おや、こんな時間に外にいるとは何かありましたか?
Oh yeah? That's funny. I think... Actually, everyone encounters her outside, don't they? What? I hear a voice, not from the mansion behind me, but ahead of me, from the path leading into town.
あまり出歩くのは感心しませんよ。黄昏はまだあなたを狙っているんですから。
Now you sound like her father. I don't approve. What? Fitness is gone, so why would Twilight bother?
先ほど貴族関係のコミュニティに出席してきまして、黄昏などの動向を耳にしました。どうやらフィーニスを失った今でもあなた自身を狙う動きには変更がないようです。理由はわかりませんが、今後も変わらずあなたの身には危険が及ぶことになるでしょう。
No. All the more reason for me to leave all of you in the mansion then.
行く？どこへ行くというのです？
I hesitate for a moment, but then I reconsider. Surely Saint Germain would understand. I can't continue causing trouble for the rest of you. That's why I can't stay with all of you anymore.
そうですか。確かにこれ以上彼らを危険に巻き込むべきではないかもしれません。この場所を離れるのは正しい判断かと。
The first person who tells her you might be doing the right thing. Yes, thank you for everything, Count. I wish you well.
おや？なぜそのような別れの挨拶を？
He's like, I'm going with you. What are you talking about? What? Because you said that I shouldn't involve you in any more danger.
ええ。彼らを危険に巻き込むべきではないでしょう。
It's funny, him and Impy are the ones that leave with her. Everyone, the other two, well, Van Helsing runs off by himself, and Victor kind of gets lost. So, but she stays with the rest of them, even though you don't really see them in any of the routes. So it's like during a route, they just don't exist.
ですが、その彼らの中に私は入っていませんよ。
What?
動くならば早い方がいい。このまま彼らには内密に動きましょう。知れば、まず止められてしまうでしょうから。
Without telling them, not even a note. But you need to tell the rest of the group about Twilight, and I can't possibly drag you along with me.
黄昏については後ほど、私から皆に知らせておきましょう。それに、これは私自身の気持ちなんです。私がそうしたいから、あなたと一緒にいるんです。私にとってあなたは特別な存在ですから。
This early in the route, I don't think he means that in the way that everyone else said that she's special. She's a special mission. He starts walking slowly down the path as if to guide me, and I follow behind. I stare at Saint Germain's back as he walks ahead in the moonlight. I think about the events in the laboratory. Saint Germain killed Finnis, his cold gaze. Saint Germain called himself an agent of destiny and a guide of history. What exactly is an apostle of idea? Saint Germain, isn't there anything you need to take with you before you leave this place? Saint Germain smiles his usual smile.
問題ありません。これから行く隠れ家にもいろいろと揃っていますし。それに、そう長い時間、隠れ家にいる予定はありませんから。
Is he talking about the new place he's going or this current place? I don't know. Is that the end? Do we have to wait? Oh, I guess not. Oh, yeah. Okay. So that's the end. Yeah, I'm wondering if he's talking about the new place he's going to, which is like another hideout of his. So I'm curious. So yeah, that is the end of Saint Germain's common route. He left a very mysterious impression, also a kind of scary impression as well. What is his intentions? What is he going to do? Obviously, he's someone important. If he's an apostle of idea, he's a member of an organization that Finnis's father feared. So, very important person. I forgot he even mentioned that in the common route. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like down below and or subscribe. And we will continue on in Saint Germain's route next chapter. Bye.